Thank you, Ken. Today, the FDA announced it is banning Juul e-cigarettes from being sold here in the United States.
Yeah, that announcement comes after the federal government had been investigating the e-cigarette giant for nearly 2 years now. Joining us is Dr. Timothy Quinn of Quinn Healthcare up in Ridgeland. Dr. Quinn, thank you for dropping by today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Why did the FDA decide to ban Juul e-cigarettes?
Right, and this is actually a good thing because it demonstrates the dedication, safety of our governing organizations that make sure we're safe, including the CDC, the FDA. I mean, they made the decision to take these e-cigarettes off the market. And you know, just to give you some reports, 1 in 35 middle school students have admitted to smoking e-cigarettes in the last 30 days. That's a lot of students. That's like 1 out of every class, I would imagine, in the United States. But and when you talk about high school students, 1 in 9 high school students have admitted to using e-cigarettes in the last 30 days. So this is something that's becoming a significant problem, and these e-cigarettes can be very damaging to the lungs, especially of growing young teenagers before they reach adulthood. So this is a very good thing.
Well, Juul claimed, Dr. Quinn, that their products weren't as harmful as real cigarettes. I think you're saying right now there's no truth to that. They indeed are very harmful.
Well, anytime you ingest a combustible aerosol, such as e-cigarettes or any type of things that are not natural, you suffer the consequence of potential carcinogenic action, meaning that this could lead to cancer, it could lead to lung disease later in life, and it can also serve as a gateway to other types of cigarettes and or drugs. But you know, what's so compelling about everything are these reports of 1 in 35 middle school students. I mean, that's a significant percentage. And then for high school students, 1 in 9, that's almost 1/10 of our high school students. So this is something that's very serious, but a lot of it came because of the type of marketing that they were doing. They took a hit in 2019, 2020, when they were marketing the e-cigarettes as far as the fruity and different fun flavors and the packaging. All of this was highly scrutinized, and they didn't really follow the advice. And now the FDA, the CDC, and the other governing organizations, they've demonstrated that they are dedicated to the safety of the community.
Now, I'm going to go off script here for a second because I've got a question about this. Is Juul equivalent to vaping, or is it just Juul cigarettes, or is it all vaping that has...
It's all vaping. It's all vaping. Okay. But the take home is it's a combustible aerosol going into the lungs of a young person, disproportionately high, you know, now, because it's becoming the cool thing to do. It's popular, and they're giving messaging that it's safe. It's no big deal, but it is a big deal, because when you're dealing with young people, these lungs are not fully developed yet, and this increases the prevalence of possible lung problems later on in life. But like I said, this really makes me feel good because the FDA and CDC, they're demonstrating that they're dedicated to public safety, and that's what we need. We need the confidence, because this coronavirus pandemic has actually put a lot of questionable activities with our CDC and FDA, but they're showing us that they mean business, and public safety is #1.
So, Dr. Quinn, I've got a little off the script here. So the Juul part, is that actually the aerosol part? That's the part, the Juul, or are there other brands? We don't know if Juul is the brand. Isn't that what we're saying?
I think that's what it is. Is it just that one brand, or is this?
That is correct. Juul is the brand. There are other products out there, and trust me, they're being reviewed as well. Okay. But hopefully what will happen is, you know, a lot of this advertising that is sort of aimed at our young people. They'll understand that they can't do that, because at the end of the day, it's equivalent to right now with the gun controversy going on. There was a lot of advertising that was suggestive that they were advertising to young people, but at the end of the day, they have to show social responsibility, and they have to put that above profit and making money.
Right.
And this is a very strong show of dedication by our governing organizations.
Okay.
I'll give you my advice. Best way to quit, don't start.